Did you know that the action hero Jean-Claude Van Damme was almost a predator? No, not the how to catch a predator kind, but the how not to get caught by a predator kind. The release of the original Predator movie 37 years ago marked the beginning of a beloved sci-fi franchise centered around the extraterrestrial hunters known as the Yautja, or the Predators. These alien killers are most notably characterized by their distinctive appearance, featuring a large bulbous head, a split mouth with mandibles, hair-like outgrowths which resemble dreadlocks, and a formidable body structure tailored for hunting and combat. However, a fact that is hardly known is that the initial design of this predator was quite different from what the audiences eventually saw on screen. In fact, the original design, which didn't make it to the final film, became infamous for its lackluster and unimpressive appearance. It was described by the cast and the crew members as resembling a chicken, a rat, a lizard, and even a duck. This early version of the Predator failed to evoke the fear and intimidation intended for the alien antagonists. But nevertheless, let's take a look at it, its design, and how it was supposed to portray the Predator. So in the early stages of development, the Predator as we know today looked quite different. It had more in common with the xenomorphs, in fact, than with its final design and what it appeared to be later on. So it had a slender frame, a slim physique, and would have stood around 7 feet or 2.1 meters in height. It had an overall brownish and oily skin texture, with tendons and muscles visibly showing just beneath its thin skin layer. Its arms would have been very long and ending in hands that have 4 fingers, which also stretch out longer than expected. The legs follow the same outlook as the arms, and having the same skin texture, but they are made to be digitigrade in design, kind of like a raptor, looking more like a creepy stick insect than the creepy stalker we have today. So over the slender body, this alien was supposed to have a layer of exoskeleton, hard and chitinous, like that of insects. This type of exoskeleton is reminiscent of the xenomorphs of the earlier Alien movies. The coloration is a lighter shade but with spots and stripes everywhere. This frame is supposedly made to make the alien look really alien to us, but with the chest part having some sort of a fuse of the exoskeleton branches into what seems like a proto-chest plate, and beneath it lies several segmented layers or armor plating of the abdomen, along with what looks to be like ribs, strange enough. Also from the back, the armor extends upwards towards the neck region, covering the area as a protective sheath. And the head of this proto-predator looks more like that of an insect, like a mantis or a dragonfly, rather than the terrifying final product. The most noticeable part of the head design are the 2 large yellowish eyes, which gave it the truly ugly insect arthropod appearance. The upper head is supposedly smooth and ends in an upper jaw that is filled with sharp pointy teeth, whilst lacking a lower jaw. Instead, it had 2 mandibles from each side, which looks more like the lower jaw but disconnected and lacking any realistic jaw muscles as seen in the present Predator we have now. All in all, it does evoke a little bit of fear, but not nearly as much as the finalized and current version. This one looks too crude and unable to utilize advanced alien technology. But in fact, it might look better in a Starship Troopers movie, as a bug-human hybrid brought about by experiments of the Federation. So anyway, in 2019, Jean-Claude Van Damme in an interview revealed why he backed down from the Predator movie in 1987. He was still a young and upcoming star back then. Before many of us were born, I'm guessing. We might have just been swimmers back then. The initial design of the Predator creature in the original Predator film was envisioned as a creature similar to the xenomorph from the Alien franchise, featuring an upright digitigrade stance with a wiry exoskeleton and an insect-like head. Intended to be agile and stealthy, the creature was meant to stalk Arnold Schwarzenegger and his team of Spec Ops soldiers from the jungle canopy, before they get to the chopper! So to bring this vision to life, the casting director thought Jean-Claude Van Damme would be a perfect fit. However, the reality of wearing the Predator suit proved to be far from ideal. Van Damme found the suit incredibly uncomfortable and restrictive, with his head in the neck region, his hands in the upper forearms, and his feet in its calves, all the while being on stilts and 100-degree temperature in the middle of the jungle. This setup made it impossible for him to move with the agility and grace expected of the Predator, especially in the demanding jungle terrain. Additionally, the suit was made of rubber, adding to the discomfort in the sweltering 100-degree heat and humidity of the place. These challenging conditions, and coupled with the safety concerns, led to Van Damme being dismissed from the role. He recalls a moment when the producer Joel Silver asked him to make a dangerous jump, which he refused, realizing the impossibility of the task. Imagine Van Damme couldn't jump. That's how bad it was. So with this, also a horrible probable pain in the scrotum region, and a lack of terror the suit portrayed, this was eventually changed into the current Yautja we know and love, and from this emerged out many other variations like the feral predator, the mega predator, the wolf clans, and so on. Even in the comics, this character was held in high esteem, especially for the looks, which is now considered iconic. So that's all we have about the original design of this predator and how bad it was. Anyway, if you like this video, then watch this other one as well, and do check out our channel for other monster content. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, fam.